2 days in the real world.
But why,
Exactly.
hold on, let me finish, please. There were two people who were originally hired to be trained to his replacement. Are either of them still here?
No, Tina fired him.
Because who was the one, I called here 2 weeks ago and there was someone else, another lady in the office who took the payment from me. So who was that?
When did Lori quit? End of July.
End of July.
I was
So
told
who
that
did
Tina
I-
fired him, is that
So who
true?
did I talk to?
Shannon was
first?
let go of, Lori quit on her own.
So who did I talk to that took a payment from me in the office that was not Tina? Tina handed the phone over to
If
her.
it was 2 weeks
The
ago.
first week of August.
I called her back in to make phone calls, because I was too busy to call people and let them know about the water being on.
Alright, well, that seems a little confusing now.
2 weeks is too long, she needs to go.
Wanda had volunteered to do this, but she couldn't make it that day.
I have a motion, I have a second, do I have a vote? All in favor, raise your right hand.
Yeah.
Jack,
She
Jason,
made the original.
Michael made the motion.
2 weeks. Mark,
Jack seconded it.
I don't think she ought to have 2 weeks. The person's fired, they're fired.
They should put in their keys and leave.
She
Anybody else
can't,
who's
it's already been
gets
taken care
fired,
of.
they leave.
She can't, you're fired. Attorney's been contacted, she can't go.
Fired the real estate fraud.
Well, she's gonna have enough lawsuits on her.
Jack voted yes, Jason voted yes.
The membership don't count on the vote?
Ruby voted. You may abstain if you would like. You have to abstain. I'm sorry. No. It's like, who are you? So it passes. 2 weeks from today.
Wouldn't the actual date be the Thursday 2 weeks from now? Or a little less than 2 weeks?
Today is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, good lord.
Mike?
I didn't want it 1 week, and that's
Yeah.
my personal, that's my knowledge.
Mike, is she being,
27th.
To the 27th? Can I make a point of order?
is she being fired or laid off?
Sit there, wait.
I'd just like to make the point that this is actually,
Guys!
that this is actually a business meeting and the board is conducting the business and they have the right to open up to us to make comments on anything that they're conducting business on, but we don't have a right to say whether or not they allow us to speak. And we also don't have a vote in the business that they're conducting. We're here basically as observers and are allowed to speak at their permission. That's the way a business meeting works. So please let's stop, like, thinking
I'm
that we
gonna
all
make a
have a
point of
vote on
order.
everything.
I'm
Okay?
gonna make a point of order under
If Michael
statute.
wants to open something up for public comment, that's his right as the president of the board. Until he does that, none of us have a right to say anything.
Oh, bullshit.
Well, you gotta
No.
go through
It's a
and
business
state
meeting.
and publish
Oh,
within
please.
30 days that it's a business meeting. Now, if it is, and you're saying a point of order, which it is not, this is an actual board meeting, which means all of us can be here. And we do have a right as the electorate under statute.
I didn't say we couldn't be here, I said whether or not we are allowed to speak is up to the board, it's a board business meeting. If Michael wants to say, yes, I'll take comments on this before we vote on it, that's his right. If he says, no, this is a board decision, that's his right.
Move on.
All right, actually, they're both right.
That's on the topic of
No. This is a board meeting. The board makes all the motions, the board makes all the seconds, and the board makes all the votes. Each topic, the public, the members have a right to speak.
That's why you guys do business, that's why we're gonna go over
That's the
this.
law,
To give opinions.
to speak their rights as
Yeah.
members.
But you guys have the right to vote. Okay.
So,
keep it.
my number one, number
That's why I
two
left.
issues, interest here as president again, is two things. The financial security of this HOA and our central water system. That's all I care about. And that's number one and number two. So we're doing okay on money, and I can't believe that Michael is gonna spend a bunch of it, but I want a motion from my board to spend it. I want that west well fixed.
That's back up, right?
I want that west well fixed.
Do we have a budget proposal for it, estimates on it?
I have nothing. I've gotta get approval from my board to even make telephone calls. I want the west well totally replumbed, new pump, new pipe, new wire. I'm not finished, please, hold on. I want a brand new chlorination system. There is not a chlorination system there. A brand new chlorination system. I want a pipe coming out of it for fire truck tankers to fill up. And I want us to research solar. And that's what I want. And if it costs us $75,000, and suddenly our $1,500 a month electric bill is $150. And Tabitha doesn't know it yet, but she's gonna work on getting grants for us for it. Don't tell her.
Hold on. We have to check with the water board in Alamosa, because last I heard that well was now listed as an emergency well,
Yes,
no
that is
use
supposed to
only.
be designated as our
And
backup
it
well.
may not be able to be.
Well, we're gonna research.
Well, I've got the water usage for the last 10 years, I am currently located.
So, can I have a motion to pursue this line? I have a motion from John. I have a second from Jason.
I got one.
Sorry. It's got new tires on it. Do I have a vote in favor? Jason, Jack, and Mike. Do I have a vote against? Are you abstaining? And Marty abstains. Comments?
Michael, is Lupe here for the meeting or is he not here for the meeting?
He's dealing with the situation that we have here.
Or when we keep doing votes, you should always sit him down.
I realize that, but we have a situation.
Ask his opinion.
Opinion of what?
We have a situation that Luby's dealing with right now. Thank you. I forgot something. We have two new board members, Luby and Jack. We have to make new officers. I'm sorry, I forgot that, I didn't write that down. Do I have a motion for president?
I thought you were president.
We
That
have
was
new
before the
officers.
election.
And we have new board members, and so we have to have new election of officers. And that should have been the first order of business, and I worked on it.
You're fired.
Yeah, you're
We have a
fired.
motion for who?
Mike?
To be what, janitor?
President.
Oh,
Chief.
How's that bus feel now?
that bus is, the chains are on it now. My bald head. I have a motion from Jack that Mike will be the president. Do I have a motion? Second?
That goes here.
I have Jason and Luby as a second.
This is our current well.
All in favor, raise your right hand. Are you abstaining?
For what?
For Michael to be president? He's voting against it. What did you write?
Not you.
Do I have a motion for a vice president? Okay.
Jack, the vice president. Yeah,
We have to have a vice president.
Yeah, Jack. Luby.
Is that your motion? Yeah. That's, okay, I have a motion from Martin for Luby to be the vice president. Do I have a second? And I second.
Excuse, point of order,
Pardon?
may I? I thought the president could only vote in a tiebreaker. It was
I don't
among the
second
board
I
members.
said, can I second it? And I'll second it.
Legally, you could only vote on a tiebreaker.
I usually never make motions or seconds or votes, so.
Well,
I vote then for Tina to be terminated, wouldn't be getting any good then since you voted.
He broke the tie.
Read the motion.
I didn't know there. Lupe, did you vote?
You wasn't
Okay. All right.
Do I have a motion for vice president?
So you just stepped down one way?
I have a motion for Jack Walker to be the vice president. Do I have a second?
yeah.
All the
Luke,
congregation
seconds.
The entire congregation second, congratulations, Chad.
Do you accept?
I accept.
Okay.
Volunteers.
Do I have a vote in favor of the motion? Jack, Luby. Jack voting no.
Vote yes, Jack.
I need a
Vote yes.
vote just for Jack to be vice president. Are you abstaining or are you?
No.
He's a no. All right, we got about 8 fast things we're gonna do. I need them, you guys aren't very good at making motions tonight, man. This is-
Are we gonna bring up new business? I wanna talk about the pond.
This is new business. You wanna do the pond? Will that make you guys happy?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a pond.
You're having a fit?
Yeah, I'm going to have a fit.
Yes. It's something in the.
All right, we had at the annual meeting, we had a committee that we formed. Steve and Tina and
Grizz.
Grizz.
And myself, I volunteer.
Yes, Chad.
Hell, I'll set in there. I've been there all year.
All right, anyway, let's have a report on the pond committee, please.
Now, say that again, Michael.
Let's have a report on the pond
You want me to
committee.
do this, or?
You want me to do it? Just sit at your seats.
Well, Jess, you gonna do it or you want me?
I'll do it.
Or you're dressed today?
Okay, the pond committee, we came to a consensus that we figure, yes, we do have a problem, and we figured the best, cheapest solution would be a multitude of many things. Because in other words, we're trying to.
The board
ask
needs
you
to give
guys
us a
for-
budget.
Yeah, we gotta have a budget, and the minimum would probably be to do it, would be $1,000. Between getting a piece of equipment we need to cut the darn reeds out, and I will present that to the board, but it's the only copy I have. Thank you, Tabitha, by the way. And this right here is a pole rake that actually cuts them. And we've also done an outline and sketch of our pond and where the habitats are for our fish and our problems that we're currently with this pond, like the footbridge and whatnot. We came up with a solution, going out with a john boat or a small boat and cutting them off with a weed eater, like around the dock, and also lowering the water level. So that way we can also eliminate some of these willows so the pond will be more fishable.
The island willows.
Yes.
That's what I want out of there.
So,
That's what I want to mention, sorry.
and there's also another suggestion from, I got her name over here, that Tina Groom suggested, yes. She has a friend with the Indian Nations that uses those willows and reeds in a religious practice. If we can contact them and see if they'd like to come and harvest some of them, and give them a certain time frame to do it in. And then another way we are also talking about eliminating them or cutting back on their growth is to be able to cut them down and bring them in and bring them up onto the bank. I have a wood chipper, and we can always grind them into mulch
For the
for
garden.
the community garden or for whoever here in the community wants it. And it'd be great fertilizer. And for gardens,
Oh, garden.
garden mulch. They can cut it down and use it here in the association, and those are good, cheap, short-term solutions. But as Chris King brought up with the water treatment thing, with adding chemical, now, those chemicals, the Fish and Wildlife uses them in their mitigation processes, but it has to be done in stages. It's best done in the spring of the year, and we already know the pond is 2 acre-feet of water from Division of Water Resources. And here's some examples that were presented to the board. But it's been a concerted group effort from all of us. We've had 2 meetings, and we're gonna continue having meetings, but we'd like to have a budget of $1,000. That's the cheapest, we can feasibly get away with it, because if we buy the chemical now, and then the spring we'll go in and we do short little sections. Tabitha, my father, and Dave Happel went through and Tina Groom went through and made an excellent sketch, rough sketch of the pond. The lined out areas are where we would like to reduce the vegetation to a manageable level without impacting our fish and giving them a place for rookery to breed. And also at that time, we can also eliminate some of the goldfish problems that we have. And we also suggest on the goldfish problem that we go through and do basically a spring goldfish hunt or contest. Who would,
Fall or spring, it would be.
fall or spring, during the end of their breeding season or before their breeding season, so we can eliminate the excess population.
Mike, do you have anybody on your team that could do that budget itemized and some sort of a timeframe?
We can get it to
Paper
you.
running?
I'll get it to you and I will email it to Mike or
Yeah,
any
'cause just
member of the
about
board.
1,000, just where's it gonna go is all.
Well, that's not a problem, we
Yeah,
can
and
do
if it
that.
could be broke down a
I
little
don't
over
think the
time.
price is an issue, I just wanted to know what exactly the breakdown.
Well, the price is 400 more than I was thinking, but you know me.
Right, where is it?
Well, can I speak up?
Yes,
Like on a lot of these chemicals, you're not talking cheap.
no, I realize that.
And
I know
that's
that.
why
I
it's
bought
got,
it
that's
before.
why it's gotta be $1,000, is because some of these chemicals are like $800.
So is it basically Blue Vitro? Is it something different than that?
No,
There's-
have whole set,
There's several
AV,
different brands
OC.
in here, but see, you gotta watch what will suffocate the fish, what won't, what will kill your plant life, and you gotta keep enough plant life to keep oxygen in the pool.
And food.
And that's
And
why,
Mr. Johnson, wherever he is, he actually went to college to do this shit.
yes,
And his books are right there, he's got a PhD. That man, I mean, you wanna talk, get him up here, you'll talk.
So what do you guys think about the fish? Do we wanna, go ahead.
Can I speak a little bit on that? I did some research also. This book come from Grizz because Grizz has been complaining for years, Ed Davis, about the pond, and he said that he wasn't gonna do anything. So I did research, and Grizz and I came to the same point, and this chemical is used by the state of Colorado. You can drink, they say, you can drink the water afterwards. One of the things what they said was to lower the pond and then cut the cattails, because when we raise the water back up, it slows the growth down because they don't get oxygen. And these are things that.
Take the air away from above.
Yeah.
and here's some of the most commonly asked
There is
questions.
a medicine time to work.
I will
We
scan
talked
in
about
and
burn
email.
off, because they've done it before. If the Indians don't come and cut some, we're gonna burn off a bunch of it, get out there with some torches. We discussed all of that.
The right time of year.
Yes.
There used to be a company that made lawn chairs and little benches out of willow, and I'm trying to think where that was at. And they would wet them and form them, and I always wanted one of those, more like $600 for this.
Did you said you had a mower type thing with a big blade on the front of it that we could cut the wheels down.
I haven't got that sent to repair, it's a handheld, It's a handheld weed eater with a steel saw blade, and,
Well, you can buy them for any of the weed eaters. And they got them with chainsaw blades and razors and, well, what we were thinking like on the reeds, we were gonna try it. But we needed the board's permission to take a weed eater down here with one of them and clean that walkway and see how it works.
we need to get with, when do you usually turn the water on in the lake? So do we wanna, so if we approve this, then we'll leave the water off a little bit. Yeah.
We're gonna need it off, or at least drop the pond level at least 4 to 5 feet, so that way we
No,
can
you
get
meant the
around.
sprinkler water.
I got a submergible pump, 2 minutes.
I have one other thing.
What, we're having to be careful on this. This used to be a gravel pit. And in 1972, when the pond was built, the Regal family went to Canyon City and brought the bentonite back. First, they tried to fill it up without it, and all the water ran out. So we can't do, first thing they recommended was digging it out, but we can't do all that, because then it would cost more, because we'd have to replace the bentonite. That's one of the reasons they don't want people walking in it and stuff. I just thought I'd, let people know that. We have to be
And another
careful.
thing we'd like to
Not
also
destroying
discuss
it.
with the board is, making a handicapped accessible approach down to it. Bruce King brought this up last night at the meeting about people parking too close to the dock. We'd also at that time, would also like to do a feasibility of extending the fishing dock a little bit, so that way more than 2 people can cast at a time.
Phase 2.
Yes.
I always wanted the dock to go clear across to the island.
That would
That
be an
makes sense.
option, and that way we can also do some mitigation at the bottom of the pond.
And I don't like
Pick up some of the trash and debris too, if the water's lower. Because at the lower end of this pond, there's a deep hole down by that blue trash can. If we evacuate the water low enough, we're gonna go out and sound the pond. Mr. Johnson is gonna take his fish finder out there on my John boat, and we're gonna go out, we're gonna take some reading depths. So that way we know exactly how far we can safely drop the pond, so that way we can clean up around the dock, get rid of all the dead fish bait cans around the bottom of the dock, lost pocket knives, I know I've lost 3 of them there. And we'll also go through and pick up any debris in that bottom, and to get rid of some of the algae growth by using a weed burner, not ripping it out, using a weed burner. It's not like it's gonna go anywhere, because it's in a deep hole, and it'd be more feasible to do it that way, and then we also eliminate a lot of the breeding habitat for goldfish, because they breed in that algae. That's where they lay their eggs. And if we eliminate their breeding spot, they aren't gonna have no place to lay eggs. So therefore, but if we do it in limited sections, we'll also be able to protect our trout habitat too. And the best place to start would be this cove. And if we only do it in sections, then we do not hamper our bird population that we have down there, or our fish population, but we're just making it more efficient.
And my budget.
Yes, we're trying to do this as a volunteer basis. Most of us on this committee have volunteered our time.
I didn't see you guys up here. I was really excited to see how cars they were. What do you guys, how long before you could have a more itemized?
I can probably have some to you by Monday.
What do you guys wanna do? Do you wanna approve it without an itemized? Approve it with a cap? Or wait till next month? They're running out of time. What do you wanna do?
I agree with moving forward, I'm just worried about a cap.
Cap it under $2,000.
Do I have a motion to cap it at 600? Oh. Sorry, Kaiser, sorry. Is that your motion? A motion to approve it with $1,000 cap, and we need that itemized paper ASAP, and if your paperwork is over, it's dead.
Okay, that's fine.
Did you hear I added to Jack's motion? Jack
It's
made a
late by
motion that
Monday,
we
it's
approve the
the
late work being done at $1,000 cap. They're gonna get us the itemized paperwork, and if it's more than $1,000, they don't get it. And I have a second from Jason. All in favor, raise your right hand. Who beat Jason, Jack?
Morning woke up.
Thank you for voting.
I have a question.
You know, one a day.
Okay,
I was told by a homeowner, in the last couple of weeks that the board approved the use of gas-powered outboard motors on a pond. No.
no.
That's what I don't remember that. No.
When I was on the board before, our insurance did not allow any swimming or any boating at all on the lake. And what it is now, I don't know.
Do we have
I
insurance?
don't know if it's just rumor.
Yeah,
I was
Because all
told to go out
lakes
there,
operate.
non-powered, non-motorized, with like the subboard or a paddle boat,
As long as we have a life jacket on.
is what we were told.
I would say that that would be something that the board could, make a motion to approve. That it's in the minutes that if someone wanted to go out there, they must have a life jacket, and that they're at their own risk,
And no motor.
and no motor.
Electric, which you might wanna check with your insurance.
I have one for you.
used to be for, no pun under 16, 17 years old.
13.
Oh, 13, okay.
Do you guys wanna make that motion, or do we wanna check with our insurance first? We better check with our insurance first.
They're gonna have rules we can't submit.
Are we under new business?
Yes.
Have a couple of
I
things.
think,
No, you were
I
talking
think Steve has something to say.
He's got a lot to say.
We, at one time, there was some research done, and I believe a gentleman can state it was like $600 for insurance at the park and everything here. Is that not correct, Mr. Box?
Oh, that was,
The gentleman that is going to remain anonymous, Mr. Box.
the Pee Wee Sports team, the Booster Club in Pee Wee Sports in Mountain Valley has an umbrella insurance policy that covers all of their kids for every sport through the entire season, and it's like $600-700. So I can ask with Booster Club who that insurance carrier is, and that might be something we would be able to fall under with our
Or a
municipal
playground.
HOA or something. Because we can't get a playground right now because our insurance said no.
So when we contact our insurance company to see if we can have, people on the lake on a craft with a life preserver at their own risk, we also need to see what our liability is for
Well, either the basketball court we already have, or adding playground equipment and more.
that.
Yeah, A, are we covered with what we already have, and B, can we have it?
There was a part two to my.
Okay.
Part two, we made a deal with a gentleman for $3,500 for a water tap to do the fence. Why are we paying somebody else?
Because he reneged on his contract, he did
Why?
evacuated that property.
Why is his water turned off?
He's not on that property any longer.
There either?
He moved from the empty lot he was on into Phil's Birch
Shut
Trail.
his water off until he fulfills his contract.
Yeah, do we know where that
I'll make that
contract is he
motion.
made for the fence?
There was no contract, are you kidding me?
Oh, he doesn't have water.
Yeah, he does.
It was the down payment on his property, or the
So y'all
water
over
tap?
working on it.
We've taken that
Yeah.
property back.
What was the agreement for, his water tap or the down payment?
Well, we was buying the lot, and your water tap comes with the price of the lot.
Okay.
So he's no longer on
And
that
so
property.
we reneged
Okay,
on that
we
contract.
He
Okay.
still owes us $3,500.
No, because he doesn't own that property. And so
He sees the land
He
back.
made a deal.
But he didn't fulfill his deal, so we took the property back.
Yeah. But we're paying somebody else $1,500 that's living with Ed, so paying it now?
That's kinda convenient.
That was before I got.
That side's not.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's.
That's all I have, thank you.
I think they only painted the front.
I know they're working on the
So they're
side.
working on that one now, okay?
Yeah, I seen it over there with him last night.
Oh, okay.
All right, we have before us an application for a 2,100 square foot greenhouse.
No.
Okay, then I wanna see.
I
if
second
there's-
that motion. No,
That's me.
I don't care, no.
Here, covenants.
Our water can't handle it no more.
Okay, so I wanna know, everybody that got an extended a greenhouse here, did they went to the city and got permits for it?
Don't have a
Every
greenhouse.
single
I
one
don't
of them?
have one.
Okay, you don't have one, so
have
everything that
one.
you do here.
Don't have one.
Okay, I got it signed,
Don't
I
have
got
one,
it
don't
signed
have one, don't
back
have
in
one.
June, so you need to listen to me, okay? Cause I haven't asked for anything in this board, so let me make it perfectly clear.
Is it for
Okay.
resale
I
purposes?
Come
got,
on, give her the
Let
floor,
her
please.
speak, please.
thank you,
Also take into consideration, the county is under a marijuana cap and is not issuing any more permits for marijuana this year.
until December, okay? I got it signed in June by the board, which I found my original one, which would say it was lost in the file, okay, without dating. When I went to get it, because I didn't have the money to get the permits, which was $230 for my greenhouse, they told me, oh, it's not dated. So I went to the office and said it was not dated. They gave me one dated by July 23rd, 2019, okay? But it was really in June. So if it was approved, why are you taking my approval away now?
I wasn't at the June meeting.
Okay, because you weren't present.
Because I wasn't in,
Exactly. Okay,
and,
so I wanna know, why is it? Because I'm a woman?
no.
Okay, and why is it? Because if it's, no, but if it's a man, they get their greenhouses however they want. I'm
Come
not
on.
causing any
No
problems.
sexist at all.
Okay,
And
no
I think
sexist
it's
at all.
Throw your asses out.
Okay?
Did
But I wanna
someone
know
apply
why.
For permit reason?
Is it for
No,
resale?
why?
Okay, now, calm down.
Okay.
I don't understand what
Now,
you're
hang
saying.
on.
of the greenhouse?
Hang on.
You can't
So-
ask that question, that's none of your business.
So, land use,
It is if it's commercial.
she lost her paperwork. Tina wrote her new paperwork on July 23rd or 24th.
Yeah.
I was president then. Land use sent it to me and said, did you approve this? Your signature's not on it. I said, I did not approve it. So they stopped the application. I went to the June minutes. It's not in the June minutes. The June minutes were approved in July, and it's not in the July minutes. I just read those. And so this is where we are.
Well,
We're
it's up-
So,
resubmitting it.
if we could, you can tell me, I'm not gonna have a greenhouse, I have no problem with it. But I will check everybody's permits here.
Go for it. That's fine.
Go
That's
for
perfect.
it.
Well, I just have a question. Hey,
Okay?
Okay, now,
Here's the water usage.
ladies
This is
first.
my authority.
No sexist stuff here. Ladies first.
Because you can see the
Jester,
water.
please, I'm sorry.
I'm just making my case for vice president.
Okay,
This is what
I have
disagree.